Oh well, just kind of an impromptu video on my retaining wall project that I'm pretty well into already, but I thought it might be a good idea to make a video. So I'm not a professional wall builder by any means, but I've done a few. So let's just go through the ideas, and forgive the camera. It is a cell phone camera, so I'm not a professional photographer either. But here we go. So the wall is about, well, almost exactly 20 feet long from the house to the end. I didn't stagger the end, if you notice right here. I didn't stagger the end like I was gonna do, because I want to do like the end of it be a rock retaining wall. So that's the idea there. But at the highest point near the house, it's going to be about 30 inches tall. So I'm borderline on needing 6x6s. Just the cost of 6x6s and 4x4s are so much easier to work with. That's why I went with 4x4s. But I am throwing at least 4 dead men in, as you can see here, with the T on the back end, and then rebar driven almost 4 feet in the ground. So it's 4-foot rebar, and then I guess about 7 inches of it, 2 layers there, will be through the 4x4s. So well over 3 feet right into the ground. And for the highest, where the most pressure is going to be in this backside here, this dead man is a little over 6 feet long. So I went back pretty far into the undisturbed earth just to get extra strength. Like I said, I'm going to do this wall is 20 feet, and since I'm only using 4x4s, I want to give it as much chance to survive as possible. So I'm going to do at least 4. I'll have one more somewhere right here in this area, within about probably 4 foot of the first one. And I have these other 2 over here already. This one's already finished. You can see the rebar is still poking up there a little bit, as well as a spike behind it. And like I said, that's well over 3 feet into the ground. So they are 4x4s. I do have perforated drain pipage right here, all the way back. And at the very end, I just put the flex tubing on the end, just to give me a little room to negotiate where I'm going to put the rock, where I end the rocks there. Under the perforated pipe, there's probably, at least 8 inches I dug down and filled out with the same gravel here. Laid the drain pipe, made sure it was level, or at least sloping away. And then I put another, to be honest, probably only about 6 inches on top of what you see here, running the whole length. And I have some big chunks of stone in there just to break everything up. I also have put up the geofabric underneath so I dug a trench behind here, probably 8 to 10 inches down, laid down my fabric, and then I put my gravel on top of that, and then the pipe on top of that, just to keep the clay soil from mixing with the gravel. So you can see the fabric here. Then I also ran fabric, breathing fabric, not plastic. I want water to be able to penetrate this if needed, but to keep the dirt from running out, right? So this is also the whole length, all 20 feet. And the reason you see extras here is because once I get my final top layer on, I'll fold this over and cut it off all the way down. It's actually a little cheaper to go with 8-foot timbers, 4x4x8, but they didn't have enough when I went to our local Home Depot, so I bought 4x4x10s. So I went with 2 10s on the bottom and stacked a 10 on top of it. So you got 2 10s for 20 feet, and then stacked another 10 right on top of the middle, so that joint is there. Then you get your 10 on top, and then you start with your 5s. So you basically just stagger them, so you wind up with a joint every 5 feet. So you got a joint where the 2 10s are, the 10 in the middle, 10. You get the idea, right? So obviously it's all pressure treated or ground contact, whatever you want to call it. I'd guess I have, I think the 10 foot, the 4x4x10s were about 12 bucks a piece. So we're set to be about, what, $1.20 per foot. Like I said, if you go with 8 footers, you can get 8 footers at $8. So it's $1 a foot. But then you wind up with a 24-foot wall if you space out 3 8-footers. I didn't want it quite that long. They didn't have enough anyway. So this is just kind of the path I took. I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm borderline needing 6x6s. I'm hoping this is going to hold. I have rebar in this all driven. Probably 6 or 7 pieces of rebar driven right down the middle of this in various locations. So I'm hoping that's going to hold up, and I guess we'll find out this winter. Thanks for watching.